Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining in. Jen Forever Young, Karen D, Shelley, Kenny, Stephanie Wainwright Link, Jim, Debbie, Penny, Sue Ober, Aaron, Diane, Karen, long time no see, and Brad, and David J, and Terry J, and April B, and Chris Gaggs, and Bob Smith, and Kelsey Learn, and Scott Southwell, and Lisa Marie, and Patty, and Joyce. Who else? So, can you hear me now? Hi, Amy Williams. Hi, Julianne. Hi, Kelly Michelle. Hello, Lisa Marie. And let's see, Carla, good to see you. All right, so can you hear me now, Patty Richards? Cheryl Tobin? Paula Thomas? Grandma, can you hear me now? Amy? Celine, the airport queen? Ashley? Wattsburg, thank you. Paige, hello. Bunny, welcome back. Amy, Vanessa, Jason, Nicole Getz. All right. Somebody was, it's no big deal. I mean, at this point, this is a line of showers and storms that have not reached severe winter. And there are no watches. There are no warnings. There is a marine warning for out in Ohio, but there are no warnings for Northwest Pennsylvania. There are no watches for Northwest Pennsylvania. So be careful with the T word. Okay. We'll be watching, but nothing yet. And we're in a marginal risk, which is the lowest level of risk for severe weather. So we will continue to monitor this closely mile by mile because, you know, you get a wind gust, you get some downpours, and it kind of scares people. But that's why we're here, to prepare you, not scare you. So less of me and more of, let me get my camera back here. All right. All right. Now we've got something else. Please hold on. Okay, all they did was extend the marine warning. All right, so still Northwest Pennsylvania, no warnings for land areas of any kind. So let me just get you in the radar and we can get going here. See this? Here's the stuff right here. All right, these storms, you can tell what already moving east at 36. And here's the line of one of them in Crawford County. If you live in this area, these towns where this cell over here is moving. So this one's going east at 36, and these towns are affected. Now, keep in mind that this is not a severe thunderstorm. This is what you call a gully washer. And see this marine warning up in here? That's been extended now all the way up towards Buffalo. So the marine areas have the warnings right now. Now, there is a stronger line of cells, and I'll take a lot of this off for a second and move it to the left in Ohio right now. Okay, so you see those there? Now, that's a true severe thunderstorm warning, all right here. Back towards Cleveland, Norwalk, down to about Stowe, and just into the southwest corner of Ashtabula County. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning. All right, but it is for Ohio, not Pennsylvania, and it is until 8:15. So another hour or another half hour on that. So what I want to set your minds at ease to here, I mean, a bunch of you have gone through this, what just happened in Erie County, and it is not severe, right? So it's gusty winds, it's heavy downpours, it can blow things around. Hello, Rachel Cook. And thank you, Carol, for hearing me. But it's not classified as severe because the winds are not 57 miles per hour. There's no large hail. All right. Now, this stuff over here, and we'll watch it for you. And again, I want to give you a little comfort here. Look at the total lightning strikes here in this view. And I just want to run a 1 hour loop because this would be the next thing to worry about. Look at how they go up and look at how they go down. Okay? And I'm going to center on it a little more. So if you made it through this one, the question is, well, how bad is the next one? So I'm going to center this for you and take a look at this. Okay? Now watch. Goes up to 200 real quick there, 233, and now it's down to 110. So if you focus on the center of your sets, this one is weakening as it goes into the Cleveland area. Now and let me just check this one more time. Guess what? As we are talking here, see the orange go away? I'm going to clean off my scribble and show you. This is what I talk about when I just said to you guys some encouragement. I didn't even know this happened. This just happened in the last few seconds. We're watching the lightning. Now watch the orange box come up. All right, it comes up at 7:32. And we just talked about how the lightning is diminishing, right? So we're watching the box still in effect for now, but will it get advanced eastward? All right, only time will tell. But the comforting thing here is, as you guys can see, the lightning is going from tremendous amounts in the 200s. Now it's backing down into the 100 range. So that's a good sign for there, right? But let's get closer to home. Thank you for the pouring in Northeast. We could do some weather cams too, as well. Hey, Faith, good to see you here. Thanks for being here. So let me go in a little bit here, just to get us closer to home. Again, this line is not severe. It just, pushes. All right, and you can see it. We'll do you a half-hour loop, and we'll do the lightning here. And I'm going to really center it here, just so we get this isolated line here. So it goes up to 47, and now it's back down to 31. See, we're headed towards sunset, so these are showing signs of weakening. Now, they still got heavy rain in them. They still got thunder and lightning, so don't go golfing now, or jump in your pool or take a shower or anything. But just use common sense. You can just zero in on Erie County too. And again, this is pretty much our motto here: prepare, not scare. Kind of get your blood pressure going at first when you see that, and now you see this, right? Up to what, 44? Now down to 21. The lightning went in half. So you guys, and I'll try to put a track on here for you, those of you who are east, because somebody was saying Caveat Lake, not yet. I think that was. Good to have you here, Michael Kramer. I think it's going to eventually, Barb, get to Warren County, but not as heavily as it hit Erie County. So if I give you a track here, guys, for those of you in the Tri-County area, there's a track of our little storm here. The next one coming across, all right? Springboro, Conneautville, Norrisville, east at 35. There's lightning, there's heavy rain, but you'll get that with thunderstorms. But just look at the cores here, all right? Look at the cores, and by that I mean look at the red. All right, I'll do it one more time. Deep red, dark red, red all down the line. Last frame, very little deep red, starting to fracture here. Watch you guys out here. There's a little purple in that one. So this one so far is what I call behaving. All right. This one to the west still has a warning on it. All right. But even that one to the west, let's do the lightning thing again, kids. 150, 222, 238. And what's the last number? 104. And it's concentrating over here in Cleveland. So I know the feeling, we need the rain, but as I always said, we don't need the wind, hail, or tornadoes. So this is the area that's getting punched right now, Lorraine to Cleveland. This area up here, again, I take it off and I show you the area closest to the Pennsylvania border. Watch this section of it, okay? Run the loop again. Boom. Looks like it's bashing right in there. But look at how the lightning is diminishing. Watch, it looks like it's going to bash this area by Painesville. Then all of a sudden, it goes to hardly any strikes. So that's good news for us over here where we are. Okay? So this one is not severe. This one is not as severe on the end of the line that's headed towards Erie and Crawford County. but it's still going to produce some downpours. It's going to produce some lightning and thunder. But right now, it's not doing anything crazy. All right. Thanks, Dia from Linesville. Thanks, Dominic from Connieville. Light rain increasing. All right. That's what we expect. And I'm going to do some more tricks with the stuff here. Sorry about that, Mary. Hope you get your sound back. You're welcome, Bonnie. Thank you, Franklin. Steve. All right. So let's do some more. All right. Let's look at wind. Okay. I'm going to do a little Doppler here for you. This is wind. All right. Now, these are winds, what we call off the deck. You know, they're up in the atmosphere. They're about like 4,000, 5,000 feet up by the time the radar gets over here. Now, if you get heavy rains, these velocities that I'm going to show you can be transported down to the surface. So if you got winds of 40 miles an hour upstairs, and you can see in a range here, you know, you can get gusts like that. And that's what we've been having, gusts like that. All right. And some weird looking clouds. Thanks to all of you who have sent some rocking cloud pictures in here. But that is not severe. That's just wind that is below severe criteria, that doesn't do as much damage. Sure, it can blow some lawn furniture across, maybe snap off a twig or a little branch or something, but that's okay. The stuff that's under the warning here, I mean, look at Paynesville, all right? 44. They're a little bit heavier out here, a lot of 44s. But for those guys, whatever's going on there caused the Weather Service in Cleveland to issue their warning. And they said, no, we're not going to issue a warning for Erie or Crawford. It's below criteria. So you will see some funky clouds. You will see some rain. You will see some lightning. You will see some thunder. This is the part of the Doppler that we look at for rotation. And what you want to see is green touching red. All right. That would show winds moving away from the radar next to winds moving towards the radar. But this is not that kind of a situation. So if you look real closely here, there's no touching. Okay. So that's good. So we're not worried about tornadic situations. We've shown you the wind capacity, and cleaning lady just dragged the vacuum cleaner in here and just about scared me. So you can get some gusty winds, but you know, that's okay. That happens. So let's do some weather cameras for you. Take a look around the area. You're welcome, Bill Cox. Carrie, good, glorious evening. Hope Chris is okay. Hope I don't know where your husband's running, Mary, but I hope he's okay too. Yes, we do need rain, and some are getting rain, so that's okay, and that is good. Thank you, Stacy from Cambridge. Thank you, Dominic from Conneaut. Thank you, Chris from Northeast. Thank you, Tammy from Beaver Center. And so here we go. So this is downtown, and it was raining like cats and dogs. I mean, you can see how wet it is on State Street and the top of the buildings here, but it's gone, and the skies are brightening. That's why it's not severe. Thank you, Julie M. Appreciate that. In McCain, Evan, appreciate that from Northeast. Hello, Rachel from Conneaut Lake. Always good to see you, Debbie Skyer. And Kenny, he's in West Springfield, so it's getting better there. So let me do some cameras for you, just to give you the roundabout view. Here's Edinburgh. Obviously, they've gone through a thunderstorm there, and it's still raining a little bit as you look in the borough. What else can we do here? Let us do Erie International, front side, West 12th Street. If you're out in Mill Creek by the airport, it's breezy. There has been rain, and they're cleaning my office right now, if you wonder what that is. And it always needs clean because I got a lot of stuff. All right, Karen, we're going to go to Warren. In fact, we can go to Warren right now because I got this pretty wonderful camera that is live in Warren. And as you can see, we're looking at the Flatiron building, and it's beautiful out there. Now, the question is, do these storms make it all the way too warm, you're eventually going to get some rain. Is it going to be heavy like it was in Erie, or severe like it was in the Cleveland area? I could tell you're going to get some rain. I mean, is this beautiful or what? The rain has passed. Now you're starting to get a sunset. So you can kind of put your minds at ease there. And we could go to Meadville for you, Tammy Beck, and do a little Chestnut Street for you. We'll take a look at Meadville now. Should be approaching you guys there. It's still dry on Chestnut Street in Meadville. And how about G-Town, where they were swimming in the pool earlier? They had a heavy shower. It's definitely got some ponding on Main Street there, but it's moved east. And let's go to Conneaut Lake. Ominous looking clouds there. Still looking very dry for the moment over here on Route 322. And do I have anything left here? Maybe a bayfront for you. Okay. Coach, it's always a pleasure, sir. Thank you for your support. And there's the bayfront. You're starting to see some brightening of the skies there. So thanks, Kenny, for your comment. I'm going to go back to radar, and we'll just take a look at it. Let me put back the traditional view, and you can see how this line is fracturing up. All right, this is the Erie County. This is the Northwest Pennsylvania line. 39 strikes right now. You can see a good little one there. Springboro, Norrisville, that area. You can, lady in Cambridge, this stuff is starting to move past you. You guys in Wattsburg, this is heavy downpours. This is not severe. 1 hour loop for you guys. Let's see what happens. All right. Builds up to 47, drops down to 39. Okay. So you can see the line fracture here. So this wasn't severe. It's not going to be severe. Let's go to our neighbors to the west. All right. Let's just track. I want to do the individual storm here and get our stuff out of there. Okay. Up to 237 was the highest. And on the last frame here, it looks like 122. Okay. So they're keeping the warning in place, but the area that seems to be getting pounded the most is right here in the Cleveland area. Okay. And again, I point your attention to the fact that what starts as like a barrage of lightning all the way down the line centers over here. And if you look at the loop on this side, which is Painesville, Mentor, Chardon, Euclid, and here's the PA, line over here. Watch the lightning counter here, or just watch the lightning. Looks like it's coming in gangbusters. Not a whole lot of anything except rain. So I think that's what we're basically looking at here, folks. I've always also looked at the Storm Prediction Center in Oklahoma in the last 20 minutes. And let me take my stuff off of there and get you guys a better view. And they are saying watch unlikely. So I wanted to pass that along too. So we need the rain. We're getting the rain, and we're not getting the severe weather. And I'm going to check right now with Cleveland. It continues their warning until 8:15. So for another 15 minutes, this thing is in effect. But when I see lightning diminish like this, just on this frame, which includes our little line and half of their line, all right, it bulks up to 237, and now it's at 136. So the idea here is hopefully this will not be extended. And what's going on here in Cleveland, which is, I think, the reason for the warning for them, hopefully that continues to slowly diminish and drives, Tom, get a hold of the right cursor here, continues to drive to the southeast here. Okay. And hopefully this stuff continues to weaken up here, the stuff that's closer to us. So they are continuing the warning. I went to the Storm Prediction Center, and this is what they drew, and I'll draw it for you right here on our radar. This was their area of concern. Let me clean this off. All right. And let me widen it out. So what they did here is they drew an area. And they do this when they're contemplating putting out a watch. Remember, Oklahoma puts out the watches. Cleveland, for Erie and Crawford, puts out the warnings. Warnings are more intense than watches. So what they did was they drew this area, and I'm just freehanding it here. It's like this much down to here and back across to about Cedar Point. They drew an area like this, all right? And what they said was, they said, watch unlikely. Probability of issuing a watch, 5%. Okay, so there's some more prepare, not scare for you. Now, they have issued a warning here, but you've also seen the activity decrease. So that's from the boys in Oklahoma who do watches. This is from the boys and girls, I should say, boys and girls in Cleveland who do warnings. And this is our little neck of the woods here. And so far, so good. The best of both worlds, you might say. Rain, but not damage. And I'm looking for local storm reports here as I talk to you guys to find out if anybody has come in with anything. And the only local storm report I have is in Lorraine, Ohio. Okay. Local storm report, thunderstorm wind gusts measured at 61. Now that's severe. Okay. And that occurred at 7:30. But that, folks, is out here where the warning is. Okay. So Lorraine, Ohio, you can see where the nasty stuff is. It's in here. That's where that report is. And you could make the argument that they probably had some pretty good gusts going into the Cleveland area right now. But look where the lightning is. It's all the concentrated lightning. The meat of the storm is out here. So that gives me pause and some hope because we're here, you know, if they kick in a warning. But right now, just from the looks of things, it looks like a good old-fashioned summertime thunderstorm. Now I'm going to go back to your comments, guys, because I want to know what you're seeing, and if there's anything more than like pouring rain, lightning, or thunder, you know, if you're seeing ponding water and water starting to, you know, pond up and flood, if you're seeing trees sway back and forth, if you're seeing any hail, although this doesn't look like a hail maker, tell me about it. But if you're not, that's good. All right. So like Julie M says, it was pouring in Michigan yesterday for the race. She's an observant person. It was pouring tonight, probably in McCain a few minutes ago. Not doing that anymore. Amy Watkins down in, Titusville? You're Titusville, right? Confirm me. I need to know. And see, great report from Daniel. 0.8 of an inch of rain on West 36th Street. We need that stuff. That's good. You know, rain without damage is good. That's what we like to see. Just checking out a few other things on my other board here, just to make sure I don't miss anything, because you don't like to miss stuff. All right. All right. Chased us off the deck. That's good. I mean, I'm sorry that had to happen, but that's better than some freight train noise coming through the deck. Dark clouds approaching for you. Good. It's just scared. Very funny. Very good. Thunder started in Columbus, which is, of course, right over here in Corey. So for the lady in Warren, and we can isolate here. Let me get back my controls. Just go over here a little bit. Now, something is coming towards you, as you can see in the last few frames here, but it's not very big. So you will get some rain. And keep in mind, you guys, we're losing daytime heating. I know you hate to hear this, but sunset is occurring earlier. We're losing about 2 to 3 minutes of daylight a day. And what that means is, the sun is good fuel for thunderstorms. And if you don't have it as much, then guess what? You're looking at things like earlier weakening of the storms. So that is that is something to consider as well. Let's see what else we got here. There are other chances for more rain later on. So just also keep that in mind because we can use the rain. Okay. Thanks, Debbie from Green Township. Good to get a half inch of rain. Gudgeonville, Mary, little tree swaying. Okay. And Thomas Carlucci, good little comment there. When thunder roars, go indoors. Lightning can strike 10 miles away from the parent thunderstorm. It's called lightning out of the blue. My weather watchers, Carol and Rick, thanks for that's a great comment there. 20-minute duration. We got something going on here. Oop, one was just issued for Chautauqua County. Okay, right here. So severe thunderstorm warning for Chautauqua County because of this cell. Buffalo is on that, so we will pass that along to the audience. I'm going to put the Buffalo radar on here just because it'll give me a little bit better view. This little line here, I'm just looking at velocities for a second here. Okay, so this is for Chautauqua County. They've got some gusts towards 50 in some of this, so I guess that's what they're concerned about there. Well, let's see what else we can do. So bear with me. I got to do a couple things at once, okay? So just bear with me, and we shall overcome. And I may have to leave you for a moment, but it's okay. We will continue to do the broadcast here and just continue to check on what this thing is all about there and decide whether it is a major concern or something that can be handled by what we're doing right now. Okay, so National Weather Service in Buffalo, New York, has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for most of Chautauqua County, and trying to get a time on it here, but it's not there. That should be it. Okay, so they got a thunderstorm warning till 9 p.m. because of this cell here. So for you guys, anybody here watching from New York State, it doesn't look tremendously impressive to me, but I shall continue to watch it for you. All right. So these are some towns in the way of that cell. All right. Just want to keep you informed there. All right. What else do we got going on? We still got 114 of you guys here. Thank you. Pamela, thanks for your comment. Let's see what else. Because the other thing you could see here, and I'm trying to watch the radar and the lightning here in trying to figure out exactly what the severity is. I mean, you're watching lightning there that goes up to 44, but it's diminishing. So, we'll keep an eye on this thing. But for now, it is to the east of Erie, obviously in Chautauqua County. They are looking at this line here. I guess they're most concerned about this storm here in Westfield, and you can see where it's headed. And this does not look that impressive. Okay, so if you're up here by Portland and Stockton and Brockton and Westfield and Fredonia and Dunkirk, this is in your path. And I'm going to try to get from National Weather Service Buff what they're really concerned about here and why they issued this warning. These meteorologists are very, very smart, and never want to discount what we got going here. But I'm seeing they're looking at potential for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Okay, with this storm. So that's the deal with that. All right. I'm going to let this loop play. I got to step up to the side briefly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to widen this thing out for you. and just so you can get a little bit more of a perspective. And I'm going to let this loop run. Take off my crazy doodling. And you can see all the information here. I just got to hit a few buttons in another room. Okay. So, in fact, let me just put it on the last frame here so there's not as much flashing around here. And so hang on. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back in business. Thanks for your patience. All right, Raymond is in Cognacville, and it looks like something's kind of coming towards you there. I'm still looking at what's going on in Buffalo here, just to, or out of Buffalo for Chautauqua County, just to make sure that nothing gets out of hand over there to the east. This thing over here to the west looks like it's scheduled to expire in about a minute. So we're looking at seeing if anything gets extended, but the stuff in the middle over northwest Pennsylvania does not look that that threatening at this point. All right. So and another thing on our radar, which is a good thing for you guys to know, when we put these little arrows on, if green means good, all right, that means that this storm is more of a garden variety thunderstorm. When you start to get different colors, and I don't have any to give you an example with right now, but I can, go back with time, and maybe there's a couple different colors on here back across when it was towards Cleveland. But even then, that's right here. Okay, this red one right up here that you see by Erie on our radar, that means that there's probably a little bit more of a clout to it. It may have a little bit of spin to it with that one. But that was 45 minutes ago. So I guess that's the storm that Buffalo is worried about going into Chautauqua County. I don't know if they think if it's going to refire or strengthen, but I guess that's the concern there. But right now we've just got a green skit, and we've got hardly any lightning here. I mean, most of this lightning is from the Pennsylvania side. There's hardly anything. So we're just gonna watch this thing that's by Portland. At this point, doesn't look tremendously threatening, but it does, it does have some heavy rain and whatnot, some lightning with it. So we're gonna go with that right now. So I'm gonna put another post out here just so everybody is informed across the platforms. But if you guys have any other comments, questions, or ideas, this is the time to post them while I have to type a little, and I will respond to them as soon as I'm done posting this little warning for Chautauqua County. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Yeah, just fire me some lines here, some posts, some questions, whatever, even if you have a storm report, and I'll get right back to you in 1 minute. How's that? here we go. They're going to fly out on this venue, and as well as my page and the Jet Pinpoint page and Twitter and all that happy social media stuff. All right. Laura, good to see you here. I don't know if I'm seeing your comments. I see somebody saying hi to you. I know you're having a problem with that, just like Patty did, and we'll just continue to probe into that and try to alleviate it if you're still not visible. I haven't been looking real closely at the comments in the last few minutes, but somebody's saying hi to you, so I know you tried. So maybe they're seeing them, maybe I'm not. How many times have we gone through this, really, with people from the Nightcap crew especially? So we will continue to be vigilant about that. All right. Darker than it does in most storm. Christina, where are you? We may have a Princess Files. That may not be out of the question. Thank you, Rochelle, Conneaut Lake, for that. If this thing behaves, yes, we may have a little fun in a little bit because, of course, it is Jennifer's first night on the evening news and all night long as well. So that's kind of, that's a brightening thing. Thunder and lightning diminishing. Thank you. Appreciate that report. Monsoon, Mandy, did the monsoon let up? And Raymond, I'll check that out in just a minute. Adam Ripley in Waterford, so good to see you. Got to leave you for a couple seconds. Be right back. Okay, I just found out they're going to allow the warning in Ohio to expire. So kind of to answer your question, Raymond, that bodes well. That means it's below severe limits and it's not expected to ramp up. Glad you're home, Andy. Great. Okay, so we got that. I got to do one more thing, then I'm coming back, and we will rock and roll. All right. We will rock and roll this one. Okay. All right. So I got these posts out. What I have to do is just monitor this storm, and I'll do that with you guys just to make sure we're getting the full picture here. Let me take off the skits. You know about that warning, and as you can see, and I'm going to go back to Cleveland here, and I'm going to go to the Edinburgh camp because I could use that one and kind of get an idea. And we talked about the meat of the storm. Well, right now, what it's done, it's brought a flood advisory out here. See that green thing? So these storms have turned more into gully washers, from my perspective. All right. So if I just, and this is for you guys out west and Raymond, if I just isolate the Ohio storm here and just do the lightning thing, there's the warning. It's going away. If I look at lightning, it was up to 239 and now it's at 148. So the damaging part of this storm is Cleveland down to Oberlin, down to New London, Wellington, that area. Like we've been saying for the past half hour, the northeastern extent of this is not doing much of anything, and that's good. Not doing much of anything here in Erie County. It's dropped into Crawford for you guys. Hello, Jess. Good to see you. And of course, we're monitoring this thing up in New York State because I'm going to Buffalo radar for this just to get a better view of it. Yeah, okay. I guess they're worried about up here in Portland, for you guys up here in Portland. That seems to be the area of concern. But for the rest of us, and now it's got some red to it. So, so again, these communities, if you're watching us from New York State, the Weather Service is saying gusts to 60 miles per hour possible. Okay. All right. On that one. Okay. All right. Rainbow. That is cool. Thank you. Celine, Adam, good to see my Cindy Lee regulars out here. So I'm just going to follow this for another couple minutes here, because at this point, the rest of the situation is not severe or deemed severe by any National Weather Service office. Okay. So I'm going to watch this stuff in Crawford for just a bit. I'm also going to look at the winds. And again, if you guys have any questions, fire away. I'm just going to go into individual cells here and try to make sure that, you know, nothing's getting out of hand. So let me just do Corey to Linesville here, and maybe we can watch one of these things cut into Conneaut Lake or Meadville. But base velocities, looking at winds over here. 30. Don't worry about the negative. It just means winds moving away. That's all it means. So again, the gusts are not, you know, anything to really write home about. That is good. I want to go up to New York State. These might be a little dicier, hence the warning they have for Chautauqua County. These are a little stronger, but hopefully no damage being done out there. And lightning is okay. Sunset is beautiful, says Mary. And so I think we're doing okay as far as this stuff is concerned, avoiding, you know, damage. So far, so good. So we'll continue to watch this stuff and just do the best we can to follow it. But again, we're getting into sunset now. So we are in a situation where we're losing the daytime heating. Okay, Dee's got rain, Dee in Linesville. And I mean, we could possibly do a Conneaut cam here and just kind of take a look at how it might look coming in. Kim, where are you? Tell me where you are. All right, so let me do a little camera here down by Conneaut Lake. Here's Edinburgh. I'll go there first because they have had some rain. There you go. So it's a nice rain. I mean, we could use the rain, but we're not seeing a lot of damage. All right, here's Conneaut Lake coming at you. Nasty looking clouds. Somebody's on the lake. So this is coming down from the north right now, and I know some of you have sent me some really great pictures of some interesting clouds. So I'm just going to pan this thing and, you know, just try to take a look at if we can get any other kind of markers on this. And over to the Barbara J we'll go. Oh, Cambridge. Okay. We can look at Cambridge in a sec. No, we're not expecting any tornado warnings. Please. All right. So this is kind of a view of Conneaut Lake, just so you know. And where is my, okay. Flash flood warning for Cuyahoga and Lorraine in Ohio. Severe thunderstorm warning in Ohio has been discontinued. Obviously, this is SCUD. This is what they call stratocumulus under deck. It's harmless. It's not rotating. Obviously, rain and wind can come with it, but just so you know, that's not a tornado cloud. All right. And you can see Conneaut Lake here and Route 322. You know, that's because a band of rain is coming down. So, you know, that's just what happens here. And you can see it right here on radar, and I'll take you right down to Crawford. That's what you're seeing right there. This thing come in. All right. And yeah, so you're going to get some heavy rain there in Crawford. You're going to get some in Meadville and over here in Spartansburg and into Corey. You got it in Corey right now. And this stuff is still trucking through New York State here. They still have a warning, and it's for areas. I mean, the core of the storm is up towards Casadega, and I just don't know how strong it is. I mean, it's producing some heavy rain, but it's hardly producing any lightning. So not concerned about a lot of damage with that one at this point. Okay. All right, so that's us. We'll continue to watch this thing. Also here, got a little purple near Jefferson, Ohio. But that's pretty much what's going on as we see it now. So I'll loop it a little, get back to your comments, and see what we got going on here. Okay. Nice and orange. We got a good sunset. Back to heavy rain in Linesville. Yep, you're getting rain and probably a little bit of lightning there, but thankfully nothing severe. North end of Pymatuning getting hit with that cell. When you say windy, what do you mean by windy in Corey? I mean, are the flags extended? Is there lawn furniture blown across your yard? Are your trees swaying back and forth? Let me know, Rebecca. Lightning in Meadville. Yep, you're seeing that stuff right here, Cindy Lee B, approaching you. And as far as Lineville is concerned, yep, you got this little purple thing right there, as well as some thunder and lightning. And Corey, you're in the throes of it, but you're about to get out of it really soon. All right. Trees. Emailed pictures. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody who's emailed pictures. So, this is what we're going through right now. No watches, no warnings for Northwest Pennsylvania. A severe thunderstorm warning for Chautauqua County, New York. Other than that, just a general thunderstorm pattern is what I'm looking at here. Okay? At least for now, Adam Ripley. Yeah, at least for now. There can be more stuff to the west, but like I was saying, and I can put, Cleveland back on here as opposed to Buffalo, and you can see that there are showers back here, up here across, very scattered from London to Sterling Heights back to Bowling Green. So certainly there can be some more rain tonight, which is good, but this stuff not exactly prompting a lot of warnings, which is good. All right. So we're going to take a little break here, and we may be back with a little bit more in a bit. But for now, I think, at least in my humble opinion, that we're just seeing kind of gully washers and not too much in the way of severe weather. But if any other warnings or if something just looks threatening on the radar, we'll be back. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. This is not really a tornadic situation. Purple can signify hail. That is true. Thank you, Dia. Let me just check here real quick before I leave you guys. Got lots of, don't see your email quite yet. Vanessa, but that's okay. But and some of you guys were talking about the crazy clouds. So there were some very interesting pictures. Oh, Vanessa, I got it. Oh, I got it. That is so cool. Yeah, Kelly sent me a picture like this too. I appreciate that. That was a beautiful picture. And it's kind of like this. I mean, it looks like a spaceship, right? It's a really, really cool cumulonimbus cloud. And a lot of you shot pictures of that. So I'm very, very grateful. You got some beautiful photography there. Celine, the airport queen. Are you working or are you at the homestead? Adam Baker from Tennessee. How are things going? So yeah, no, that's not a tornado kind of cloud. That's just a big old thunderstorm cloud. So thankfully, yes, we don't need the T word. No, not at all. All right. So the queen is working. Let me give you an airport camera since we're over there. I think I had it close to your neck of the woods, actually. Just above you, maybe, because I was looking at the wind on the trees there. And yeah, look, there you go. Things are kind of drying out there, aren't they? And we'll let you there you go. You're coming out. I see you. All right, so there's Celine. She's working hard for the money at the airport. Thank you for doing the job that you do. Give you a little zoom here. You can there you are. All right, great. All right, all is well. The queen is in her counting house, and all is good at Erie International Airport. All right, thank you. Thanks for playing along, Queen. Good stuff. All right. So, in any event, first tree down call. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yep, they are capable, especially of the weak trees, of doing that. And let me do radar one more time. Hang on, make myself a little smaller there. Let's go up here and up here. All right, and then down here. All right, so we are getting some good gully washers going into Meadville. Another line over here, getting ready to get you guys in Pima tuning. So we'll continue to watch this stuff. And if anything does become severe, we will be here, passing on the latest. But I'm not saying we're okay for now. I'm just saying there's nothing more than rain and some lightning happening right now. And the lightning strikes are diminishing tremendously, as you can see by this loop here. Just this loop alone goes up to 48, and now it's down to 17. So thunder and lightning, heavy downpours seem to be the main threat. Some gusty winds, but it does not look severe at this point. However, Buffalo National Weather Service does continue their warning up there in Chautauqua County for this storm up here in the Dunkirk area. And that does have a little bit of purple in it. So give it a little skit here. So that's what they're concerned about for those areas up there. Okay. Just looking one more time here. Looks like there may be another one out west for Ohio. Looks like Cleveland might have just punched in another one. So you got Buffalo there. Yeah, but that has nothing to do with us. This is Medina to Akron. Okay, so that's for that cell out there. All right, good stuff. All right, so I'm going to take a little break here. Who knows? We may be back with our new evening anchor, or maybe just there's the Queen's rocking it today. Holy cow! With our new 5 to 6:30 anchor, Jennifer, or maybe it's just me and some weather, right? Okay. All right, guys. I don't know what time the nightcap will get on. I'll do my best there. And so thanks, everybody. And we'll be back as necessary. Otherwise, hopefully we just get through with some rain and things that will be beneficial the rest of the night. And I'm sure she's going to send me a few of those pictures. So thanks for joining in. Thanks for being a part of the team. And we'll do more later on, one way or another. So if I don't see you later on, make it a great night. And hope to see you again soon. Take care, everybody.